All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. How we doing on this fine? What is it? Wednesday? Tuesday? Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday definitely. Oh, we got some sunlight coming through this morning. But anyways, we'll rock and roll with it. Or you know what? Maybe I'll change it. Maybe I'll go and tend to that right now. It's a little bit better. Can't deal with that, y'all. I'm a vampire. I don't do the natural light. During the day, I'm locked in. It's me in the market, and I feed off of it. I don't need any natural light. I don't need any of that. Take my artificial lights, and I roll like this all day long. I even take my Zoom meetings with the blue lights in the background. I'll turn off the curtain lights, but the blue lights go. And people are like, "Are you in a club?" Like, no, man. I'm just locked in. I'm in the element. I'm dancing my way through through this price action, if you will. Well, good morning, everybody. Yes, greetings, kings and queens. Greetings, royalty, Detrice, Carla, Andrea, Paul. Good morning. Happy to have you guys here and happy to dive into another day that we have ahead of us. NVIDIA treated us well yesterday. Alicia, good morning. Great morning to you. Disney treated us well yesterday, right? Giving us a little bit back after it kicked us in the chest. What was that, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, something like that? So we're getting our, dues back from Disney there. Not that I ever preach revenge trading, but if the opportunity is there, I'm going to take advantage of it, right? 1,000%. And we're looking to, continue to level up here today, but that all starts with us doing the preparation necessary to succeed. So make sure you're throwing your ones in the chat, signifying your intention to get 1% better. You don't get better or achieve your goals or achieve breakthroughs by accident, right? That just does not happen. You have to do so with intention. You have to do so with you setting out to do that, right? In that way, you can also make sure that you can do it again and again and again. We don't want one-time success or one-off success. We want replicable success. That is the way, and that's what we're aiming for. So I'm excited to do exactly that here today and to get things rocking and rolling. So let me go and pull up our news. All right. So kicking things off here with our top news, Nadella testifies as the legal battle over Google's alleged dominance continues. It looks like even the CEO of Microsoft resorts to using the search engine to start his day. You get up in the morning, you brush your teeth, and you search on Google, Satya Nadella said on the stand on Monday, Google's antitrust trial, referring to the dominance of the app. Now, in terms of alarm bells, the tech executive warned about the advent of AI, which would allow Google's monopoly to strengthen further, as it could use the massive profits it makes from search to pay for exclusive rights to content it can use to improve its search AI. That's what this really all boils down to, is the competition between these big techs and who's going to dominate the AI space. And right now you've got Microsoft CEO up there doing the jig, trying to convince everyone, hey, this isn't good for competition and for America and for other companies thriving. And really, he's like, we don't want Google to have a chokehold on the AI space. So despite investing $100 billion, Nadella testified that Microsoft's rival search tool Bing is a very low share player, which it is. Microsoft executive Jonathan Tinter previously testified that the company was unable to seal a deal to add Bing on Apple products, even though it was offering better terms than Google. Even Microsoft's own phone is required to use Google Search to license the Android mobile operating system. So they might have some credence here to this argument, as it seems like, Google, which we all knew really does have a stranglehold in terms of partnerships, right? Your phone comes pre-downloaded with it. That's important. In terms of backdrop, the U.S. Department of Justice is accusing Alphabet's search division of unlawfully maintaining a monopoly by paying $10 billion a year to make its search engine the default option. Google denies the allegations. The government is using the case of Bing and Microsoft's might behind it as evidence that even with massive resources, no one can trump Google. A decision in the case is not expected until next year, which is, kind of classic deliberation timeline. In terms of seeking alpha commentary, Kavanaugh Research pointed out the similarities with the Microsoft antitrust case in the late 1990s. The judge will likely prohibit Google from having exclusive contracts with Apple and/or Android OEMs that require Google to be the default search engine, he predicted, but added that the trial is, quote, quite insignificant for Google's commercial success. Livy Investment Research also believes the risks from the trial are remote. Instead, we are more concerned over recent findings disclosed from the trial, which suggest increased risks of structural market share loss to rivals. Yeah, sorry, I'm tripping over myself this morning. I don't know what it is. I guess maybe I'm just so excited to get this news out. But in terms of automotive news here, reassuring outlook. Tesla turned around a pre-market loss and moved into positive territory on Monday, closing up 0.6% as investors sized up the Austin-based automaker's Q3 deliveries report. Tesla delivered 435,059 vehicles during Q3, missing expectations on account of longer than expected downtimes for factory upgrades. Crucially, Tesla remains committed to the target of 1.8 million deliveries for the year. Wedbush analyst Dan Ives said that the downtimes may have shifted about 20,000 vehicle deliveries into Q4. Despite the sequential decline in deliveries, Seeking Alpha analyst Poonam Arora believes Tesla has high growth in revenues and earnings locked in for at least the next 10 years. Now, in terms of energy news here, drilling in check. U.S. shale producers plan to keep drilling under wraps even if oil prices top $100 per barrel, citing the need for financial discipline during what they see as President Joe Biden's war on fossil fuel production. Many companies cited the Biden administration's decisions to limit drilling on federal lands and waters as the main reason they are restricting investments, as well as ongoing permitting delays and often hostile rhetoric from the administration. Quote, it's political power, asserted Continental Resources founder Harold Hamm. Quote, they believe that is what their base wants. Note the U.S. shale companies reinvested most of their capital in production this year, although there are fewer active U.S. oil rigs. So the ongoing war between these oil companies and Biden continues. In terms of consumer news, not misleading in a win for the fast food industry, U.S. District Judge Hector Gonzalez dismissed a lawsuit accusing both McDonald's and Wendy's of misleading customers in advertising about the size of their hamburgers. Judge Gonzalez ruled that he did not see proof that the fast food chain delivered smaller burgers than advertised, or that the plaintiff had even seen ads for the McDonald's Big Mac and Wendy's Bourbon Bacon Cheeseburger that were the basis of the lawsuit. The ruling will likely improve the legal positions of other chains such as Yum Brands, whose stock ticker is YUM, Taco Bell, and restaurant brands, ticker QSR, Burger King, which are also facing similar lawsuits. So people out here are pissed off that their burgers aren't as big as they look like on the commercials. You guys know that this is America, the land of the free and the obese. So y'all better come correct when you throw in them burgers on the patty. Make sure they're as big as advertised. But according to this ruling, even if they're not, it's not like you'll have to face much legal recourse. So it is what it is. In terms of today's markets, in Asia, we're down 1.6%. Hong Kong, we're down 2.7%. China, we're up 0.1%. India, down 0.5%. At midday, the footy in London up 0.4%. Paris, down 0.2%. Frankfurt, down 0.3%. The Dow up 0.1%. S&P up 0.1%. NASDAQ flat, so basically all flat. Crude oil down 0.1%. Gold down 0.3%. Bitcoin down 2.6%. Now, in terms of what else is happening, we'll finish up here with our rapid-fire bullet point rundown. Delta Airlines is the latest carrier to find fake aircraft engine parts. Biden administration gives China heads up on chip export curb expansion. GM and Stellantis may face $9.5 billion in fuel economy fines. JP Morgan's Jamie Dimon sees AI allowing for a 3.5-day work week in the future. Pentagon's F-35 fighter jet program just got more expensive. Drug makers comply with Medicare pricing talks despite lawsuits. And then Cleveland Fed's Loretta Mester sees one more rate hike this year. Novo Nordisk, ticker NVO, gains after winning Wegovy patent challenge. And then WeWork skips $95 million interest payments, eyes negotiating with lenders. So that'll wrap us up, put a bow on it, and take us out here for the pre-market prep session of October 3rd, 2022. I love that. Beef with burgers. That's a good one, Alicia. Big people got beef with burgers out here, right? Not gonna lie, last time I went to Wendy's, it might just have been one and like not the best Wendy's in the area. But man, that burger patty was dry. So, hopefully that's not the case ongoing with Wendy's. But yeah, I'm feeling like I need to drink some water just thinking about it. But other than that, guys, make sure you're checking out all the content across the platforms. We got Instagram Reels dropping every day, educational Reels dropping every day. If you're here, showing love here, make sure you're over there taking advantage of that other free value that I've dropping nonstop, right, to make sure that I can continue bringing that value to you. And let's continue to execute in markets, right? Yesterday I had a good day, had some solid looking, looks going into today. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what pans. But the October month is upon us. We're ready to, bring home some nice gains and continue learning and growing, getting 1% better each and every day. So without further ado, everybody have a great rest of your day. I'll see you back here tomorrow morning for our next pre-market prep session. Have a good one.